I'm Anna Dawson with DAC FP TV, and today I have the pleasure of talking with Sean Ristow. He's the EVP of Strategic Business Development with Prime Trust. So Sean, to get us started off, I just want to say we all know it all really started with Bitcoin. But can you talk about the broader landscape of investment opportunities and specifically how advisors are consulting and constructing crypto allocations for their clients?
If I'm an advisor telling my customers, how to enter into digital assets, every person has a different threshold when it comes to risk and reward. And so the way I look at that is, if you're more conservative, then you need to work with your advisor on something that is, I would say, less volatile. And there are digital assets out there that aren't as volatile as Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin obviously is driving the volatility for most of the coins out there. And when Bitcoin moves, Ethereum moves. And when Ethereum moves, all the tokens built on top of Ethereum move. What I'm seeing is these new projects, you're going to have stuff that fails. You're going to have things that are not, they come up and then next thing you know, it's gone. The point that I'm making is we're over 10 years into crypto. But if you think about it from a historical point of view, we are still very early on. So you're going to see things change. And as that happens, what I would always tell, if I was an advisor, it's no different than stocks. You have your core portfolio. And in stocks, for me, the way I do, my parents taught me to invest in things that you use. Invest, toilet paper, Procter & Gamble, Target. My wife goes there every day. Things of that nature. That's how I look at it. So everybody has a different threshold and a different strategy. And I'm not going to sit here and say one is right, one is wrong. But you, as an advisor, you have to talk to your customers. Because they might have a son that invested into Bitcoin when it was $300, and now it's, let's say $35,000. That you're talking about a huge price difference. And as an advisor, your job is to help that family or individual maintain that wealth, but yet grow it. So I would say every situation is different, and you have to look at it from a very open-minded point of view, and be forward-thinking.
Thank you. One more question. What tips do you have for an advisor or a wealth manager who's going to have their first conversation about crypto with their client?
When you're having that initial conversation, your goal is to educate your customer. Education is 95% of every advisor's job. Their job is to make sure that their customers understand what is it they're putting their money into, so that when the advisor, when they hear Bitcoin's down 80% or down whatever number that it's down, they're not getting a phone call every single time that the market's down, or you don't get a phone call when the market's up. But the point is education, and it comes down to really walking through. Here's what Bitcoin is. Here's what Ethereum is. Here's what Litecoin, the purpose of Litecoin. And then, here's how DeFi works. Most advisors are going to, I would say, realize that this is a heavy lift. It's not like, hey, let's talk about digital assets. And honestly, 9 times out of 10, the audience that they're talking to might already know more than they do. And so what I always do, your homework as an advisor before you go into these conversations, so that you can help your customer develop their portfolio the best way possible.